Hello everyone, today I'm going to be taking you guys around this 1992 Subaru Sambar truck. Got push button 4-wheel drive, 5-speed manual, and is coming to us with just about 20,000 kilometers, about 12,500 miles. So let's go ahead and take a look around this beautiful truck. So, as I said, obviously 12,500 miles. This truck is still basically brand new. And so mechanically, everything is sound. Cabin is even airtight. It is still pretty airtight. I will demonstrate that here shortly. And now, obviously, being a Sambar, your engine is situated all the way in the back right here. Basically sat right on top of the rear axle or just a little bit behind it. And the Sambars, they get independent rear suspension as well, unlike just about every other K-truck which has dependent suspension with leaf springs. You get shocks and coils in the rear on this one, so it's a very nice ride. I actually drove this one up from the port when we picked it up about last week, and for 40 miles, almost 50 miles on the freeway, did absolutely phenomenally. No problems whatsoever. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. And while I'm here, I'm actually going to show you what I mean by how airtight the cabin is. As you can see, the door doesn't fully close, with even a pretty strong slam almost. You do have to slam it if you want to close it, or you can just crack the window and, oh, okay, it was, there we are. As you can see, the cabin is still pretty airtight, but that's beside the point. Everything inside here, door seals and all that, is pretty clean. Inside here, no AC unfortunately, but I mean, hey, that's what your windows are for. And like I said, about 20,000 kilometers. Very, very little miles. That is verified to be the original mileage. Like I said, 5-speed manual with a push-button 4-wheel drive and an extra low. To access extra low, you just go all the way to the left, as if you were going to first, but you push it a little bit more and up. There is your extra low gear. Very good for crawling. Just, well, it crawls along. Radio there, as you can see. Looking over here in the glove box, a little bit of documents in here and a small tool bag with pretty compact lug wrench and some other wrenches. There's your lug wrench right here, and some probably 8 and 10 and a 12 and 14 millimeter wrench. Pretty basic tools. It'll help you out in a jam if you're stuck on the side of the road with a flat. This is the battery cover. It is missing a bolt, but it's a pretty easy thing to find, so we can get this installed. But yeah, glove box obviously pretty big. Actually might be the bolt to the cover right there. We'll test that out later. But I'm gonna go ahead, go around to the passenger side. Again, door seals here all look good. Get the battery cover out of the way there, and passenger seat does fold down. It's dealer plate. It's all clean back here as well. Well, clean from rust. Needs a little bit of wiping down. Wiped it down, but not everything got cleaned out. So, tires. I believe these are These might be winter tires, or actually no, I think they're just heavier duty, more off-road focused tires. 145 R12s, as you can see, or right here 6BRLT. All around, same tires. They're a little bit on the older side, but they're still good. No cracks or anything. There we go. Of course, these do all fold down, and you do get chains to hold it flat if you need it. If you need the side gates to be flat, or otherwise they will just go all the way around, cover about that much of the wheel. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and start this up. As you can see, it just starts right up, no problems, even for a carbed engine. Started up, no problems whatsoever. Didn't even take that long to crank. And as you can see, it's not even fully warmed up yet, even from the short bit of driving I've done. Small little rev there. Engine is responsive. I'm gonna go ahead, get all the lights and all that on, show you guys that those do all work. Headlights, turn signals up front, functional. Turn around back, this is where that battery cover would go. And same story with the brake lights and turn signals. Everything works as it should, as you'd expect for a truck with only 12,500 miles on it. And of course, you do have manual crank windows. A little bit stiff, and they do squeak, so I mean, to be expected with a 33-year-old truck. Same story on the other side, that one works as well. All right, I am good. Hopped in. I'm gonna go for a little drive. Clutch feels absolutely phenomenal, and shifting it, no problems there as well. No grinding, nothing like that. Again, that's to be expected from a truck that's got as little miles as this one does. I'm saying that a lot, but it is a good thing to emphasize. Not very often you see a K truck with this little miles on it. Steering, I'm not sure if it actually has power steering. Let me come to a stop real quick. No, it does not. But as soon as you get moving, it becomes super light, very easy to maneuver, even with one hand. So I'd say if you want a nice little truck for daily driving, just around town, even on the freeway, because like I said, I did drive this on the freeway for about an hour, sat at 100 kilometers an hour, no problems. It could even go faster. You could get it up to about 110, 120 kilometers an hour, that is. So don't be afraid of what people say, like, oh, these K trucks, they can't do freeway speeds, they're not safe on the freeways. You absolutely can keep up. You'll be able to do about 60, 65 comfortably without much problems. Now, one thing I didn't mention earlier, being a Subaru Sambar, it gets a 4-cylinder 660cc engine. So that's a little bit different. Other K trucks are going to be 3 cylinders. I believe the 3 cylinders get a little bit more torque because of the bigger cylinders, but with the 4-cylinder, it is a little bit smoother, much nicer to drive for long periods of time. It's much more balanced. But as you can see, this truck it's quick. That was, I got up to about 30 there, no problems. And I'm gonna turn out onto the streets real quick. I'm really revving it out there, so it very much will get you up to speed. It'll get you up to freeway speeds, no problem. overall, very pleasant truck to drive, very comfortable, largely in part due to that independent rear suspension, as I mentioned earlier. But if you'd like to check out some more info on this 92 Sambar or any of our other 200 plus JDM right-hand drive vehicles that we have in stock, head to jdmcarandmotorcycle.com. You'll find all of our inventory there. You'll find all of our contact info. If you're in the Seattle and want to check out our inventory for yourself, we are located at 16017 Aurora Avenue North in Shoreline, Washington. And we do have another location out in Sequim as well, right off the 101 highway, beautiful road. If you're over there and want to check that out, that address is going to be 87 Drake Road in Sequim, Washington. That's going to be D-R-Y-K-E Road, and Sequim spelled S-E-Q-U-I-M. A little bit noisy, bumpy road. Pardon me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all with the next one.